an outpouring of glowing tributes to the former Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission chairperson Wafula Chebukati continued to stream in following his passing last night at the age of 64. Kenyans have expressed mixed reactions over Chebukati's passing, even as they urge for better reforms in the polls body that is expected to hire new commissioners in the next few months.
Hii kifo chake imetushangaza na watu wasiseme IEBC kuna shida gani juu Chesone pia alipomaliza tena akatuacha. Lakini hiyo sio changamoto, ni cha Mungu. Juu Isaac Hassan bado hako na alifanya kazi ya IEBC. Sasa IEBC haina shida. Tunahitaji pia IEBC yenye itakuja itufanyie kazi vile akina Chebukati walifanya na kamiti wake. Wachana na wale akina Cherera ambayo walikata mkate nusu wa IEBC.
Ikizingatiwa wamesimamia chaguzi mbili, ya mwisho ikiwa iliyokumbwa na changamoto tele ya 2022. Itakuwa vigumu sana, itakuwa muhali sana kupata mtu mbadala, mtu mfano wa Chebukati, mtu mwenye msimamo mkali, mtu mwenye uadilifu wa hali ya juu. Ila tukubali, yametufika, ameondoka shujaa.
Wafula Chebukati's family has now urged for privacy and time amid speculations of the cause of his death. Family spokesperson says they are appalled by rife speculations peddling on social media, adding that whether they will proceed with a postmortem to ascertain the cause of Chebukati's death will be decided on Saturday when the family meets to plan the funeral arrangements.
All that the family is requesting currently is that we are all saddened with the loss, and as the family comes to terms with the loss, we are all asking everybody, including the press, the media, everybody running the social forums, please kindly allow the family some privacy during this very difficult moment. We'll be able to issue a formal communication hopefully by tomorrow after the family has had a meeting. The father came from Kitale last night. He's also here. We want to allow him to rest. The family will be having a meeting in the evening, and after the meeting in the evening tomorrow, hopefully in the morning, we should be able to send out.
The family spokesperson was speaking from the Lee Funeral Home, where Chebukati's body has been transferred after he passed away yesterday at 11 p.m. In a statement, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commissioner said that it has lost a great leader in former chairman of Chebukati. The IEBC family has lost a man who was full of humor and listened to detail on important issues that affected the delivery in the commission. The CEO said Chebukati served diligently at the commission, becoming the first holder of the office to serve a full term, unlike previous leaders. Former President Uhuru Kenyatta has also joined other national leaders in paying tributes to Chebukati, saying he played a critical role in strengthening Kenya's electoral landscape. Uhuru has observed that Chebukati navigated complex challenges that came with the job of overseeing national elections. This as Interior and National Administration Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has implored the next IEBC chair to embody the values espoused by Chebukati, including be a neutral arbiter ahead of the 2027 elections.
Naomba kwamba ile panel ambayo inatafuta mwenyekiti wa IEBC ihakikishe kwamba imetafuta zile values ambayo ilikuwa kwa Chebukati, kwa sababu tunataka mtu mwenye hawezi tishwa na upande wa serikali na hawezi tishwa kwa upande ya upinzani, kwa sababu yeye ni referee. Lazima ahakikishe kwamba amesimamia katiba, na ukisimamia katiba uwezi kosea, lakini isikuwe ni mtu mwenye ako na opinion yake yeye mwenyewe, mtu ambaye hana uzalendo, mtu ambaye asingatii mambo ya taifa.
Pearl Newsbeat.
Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has hit back at the Nyeri Archdiocese Archbishop Anthony Muheria's remarks, labeling the government as an advertising agency for introducing projects without implementing them. Speaking during a burial of Mzee Kingi, Mudavadi has warned Muheria against misleading Kenyans, asserting that the project's public announcements are part of mass sensitization of regime's programs. The Muheria castigated the government for, quote, advertising projects without translating them to meet Kenyan needs.
Jukumu la serikali wakati wanafanya maendeleo kulingana na katiba yetu ni lazima tufanye kile wanaita public participation. Kwa viongozi wetu wa kidini mnaelewa vizuri, hawa wanasiasa wanaelewa vizuri. Kuna viongozi wengine hata wanatumia nafasi zao kwa jukwaa la kanisa, wanasema serikali isiambie watu wanafanya nini, wafanye tu. Haiwezekani. Kulingana na katiba ni lazima tuwe na public participation, tueleze, kwa sababu huenda tukisema tu serikali ifanye, labda watafanya kufanya kitu ambacho kitakera wananchi na wananchi watasema that is dictatorship. Kwa hivyo kuita serikali kama advertising agency ni kupotosha wananchi.
Muheria challenged the President William Ruto regime to get to work and stop advertising its projects, adding that the government is not an advertising agency. Muheria said Kenyans demand access to services, highlighting the issues plaguing the delivery of services, especially in the healthcare system.
The hospital is not receiving these reimbursements in time. We still have over 250 million owed to us by government. And this we've been for the last 4 years. We try, we cry, we appeal, we plead, but we seem to receive just very uncommittal responses. Sometimes they say that we are complaining too much or that we exaggerate.
Pearl Newsbeat.
And President William Ruto has defended the controversial abolishment of vetting to residents seeking registration documents in the Northern Frontier region. Ruto rubbished claims that the abolishment was meant to increase the uptake of IDs to enrich his vote basket ahead of the next polls.
Nilisema kabla ya uchaguzi ya kwamba ubaguzi ambao uko Kenya hii, ya kwamba kuna Wakenya wakienda kutafuta kitambulisho anaulizwa maswali tofauti na wale Wakenya wengine. Nikasema hiyo ubaguzi tutaondoa, and I have done it. Mambo ya vetting ambayo watu wa Kilifi hii walikuwa wanaangaishwa nayo na Wakenya wengine tumefutilia mbali, ili Wakenya wa Kilifi wanapotafuta kitambulisho wapate vitambulisho vile Wakenya wengine wanapata.
President Ruto was speaking in Kilifi during the burial of the father of the Senator Speaker Emerson Kingi.
Pearl Newsbeat.
Veteran Ugandan opposition politician Kizza Besigye has been charged with treason in a civilian court after his controversial case was transferred from a military tribunal. Treason is a capital offense in Uganda, and if found guilty, the 68-year-old could be sentenced to death. He was charged alongside 2 other suspects, but they did not enter a plea on the grounds that the charges against them could only be heard in a higher court. Besigye, who has run for president against the long-serving leader Yoweri Museveni 4 times, has been in detention since he was dramatically abducted in Kenya in November and taken back to Uganda to face a military trial. But a landmark ruling by the Supreme Court last month said that trying civilians in a military court was unconstitutional and ordering all such cases to be transferred.
Pearl Newsbeat.
Further field, South Africa is set to host Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky on a state visit. President Cyril Ramaphosa has confirmed without giving a specific date. The invite comes at the end of a week which saw Kyiv excluded from the US-Russia talks on how to bring an end to the 3-year war in Ukraine. In a phone conversation, President Ramaphosa said and Zelensky agreed on the urgent need for an inclusive peace process, according to a statement from the South African president, a sentiment Zelensky echoed by saying nothing about Ukraine without Ukraine. South Africa, which has in the past been accused of having a closer relationship with Moscow, has tried to play a role in finding an end.
Pearl Radio, the home of fresh and classic hits.